Welcome to the Urwan Project Training Kits on Nature-Based Solutions. This is Training Kit 2, Policy and Regulatory Frameworks to Foster Nature-Based Solutions. Across the Mediterranean, cities are confronting heat waves, floods, droughts, and biodiversity loss. NbS can help address these stresses, but their success depends on the institutional settings, regulatory instruments, and financing mechanisms that guide our decisions. This training kit equips local authorities, planners, sustainability teams, and decision makers with the knowledge to integrate NBS into everyday governance, turning isolated projects into coordinated urban policy. At the European level, strategies such as the EU Green Deal, the Biodiversity Strategy of 2030, and the Water Framework Directive promote the inclusion of NBS in planning and infrastructure. National governments adapt these into laws and actionable plans, while municipalities translate them into zoning codes, environmental plans, and building regulations that determine how green infrastructure is realized. Institutional coherence is key. Within a city, planning, water, and infrastructure departments must work in alignment. For instance, revising a local stormwater regulation to require permeable surfaces or green corridors helps embed MBS principles directly into the legal framework of urban design. The presentation highlights that sustainable investment is vital for scaling NbS. Cities are increasingly combining municipal budgets, EU funds, and private partnerships to support initiatives such as green corridors, parks, and stormwater systems. Examples from the training kit will include green bonds, tax incentives and grants, and outcome-based financing. A case from France will show this in action. A stormwater tax encouraged property owners to add permeable surfaces, cutting runoff and saving municipal draining costs. These approaches demonstrate that creative financing can make nature-based design both achievable and economically sound. NBS intersects with multiple sectors: water management, urban planning, environmental protection, and infrastructure development. Without clear governance, these overlapping areas can lead to fragmented responsibilities and missed opportunities. The Barcelona Sustainable Urban Drainage Commission provides a great model. It unites multiple departments under one platform to plan, monitor, and evaluate NBS consistently. The training kit recommends creating cross-departmental working groups with clear mandates for implementation, maintenance, and monitoring, ensuring that NBS are considered from the earliest planning stages. Institutional leadership works best when supported by collaboration. Developers, utilities, NGOs, and community organizations can all play roles in financing, implementing, or maintaining NBS. The kit provides guidance on establishing partnerships that clarify responsibility and sustain long-term outcomes. Real-world cases will illustrate how policy and regulation shape practice. In Wrocław, Poland, schoolyards were redesigned with rain gardens and permeable surfaces through using municipal and EU funding. In Barcelona, NBS were integrated into biodiversity and drainage strategies with coordination across departments. Together, these examples demonstrate that when policy, finance, and coordination align, NBS stop being pilots and become part of everyday urban fabric, practical, visible, and valued. By completing this training, participants will be able to identify regulatory barriers and opportunities for NBS, select financing mechanisms suited to their local context, establish governance structures that connect departments, and build partnerships to ensure implementation and longevity. Policies, institutions, and regulations are the backbone of sustainable NBS. With the right framework, Mediterranean cities can transform climate challenges into opportunities for greener, healthier, and more resilient urban futures.